The reason I'm making this video, the reason I make most of my videos is because I just want to tell a story sometimes. I just want to share a memory. And a lot of times, like, the people that are close to me, quote unquote, either try to argue with me when I'm just trying to tell a story from my perspective and they should just shut up and listen to the story. Because, that is whole human the whole human condition is other humans telling other humans stories, not having like arguments about like my personal experiences or how I could like or I get told I've already heard this story, boring, fucking you suck. Like I get told that a lot. So I wanted to tell a story today that I got reminded of the story because I was watching a video on was the landing the ultimate hoax or was it the greatest achievement? Well, duh, it was the greatest achievement. A lot of young people, I understand in school you grew up with active shooter drills. You never knew what the Cold War was like. You didn't have to deal with, going to school during the Cold War. I was in elementary school before the fall of the Berlin Wall, so I was in school during the Cold War. You have active shooter drills. We had nuclear bomb drills. And you know what their solution to if a nuclear bomb was? Hide under your desk. Now, I don't know if you had the same desks in elementary school that I had, but they had legs that looked like my cane. They had little, like, holes in them with a little puck in it to adjust the height. And then they had a little cubby. They were rickety motherfucking things. And it stayed that way until you got to high school. And then in high school, you got those like plastic chairs that had like the wood thing that came out in front of you that only fit small people for some reason. So those of us that were tall had to sit in it like in a weird angle and were very uncomfortable. But that's what I grew up with. And it sucked. It sucked. Like being afraid of getting nuked all the time as a kid. It was, and not to take away from kids that are afraid of an active shooter, but I've been shot at. At least you know what direction it's coming from, and it's not going to kill everybody. But a nuclear strike and training for that, that's scary because it's like, oh, the entire city is going to be gone, but your desk is going to protect you. Yeah, sure. So none of you grew up during the Cold War. And some of you young people are like, oh, the moon landing was fake because of this. I just want to say the biggest argument against the moon landing being fake, it happened during the Cold War. It happened during the space race. Who had more incentive in the world to say America faked the fucking space landing than Russia, who was trying to beat us? They beat us to space. They beat us with the satellite. They beat us with the first animal in space. They beat us with the first person in space. We beat them with the first person in the moon. And even Russia was like, yeah, yeah, they did that. Nope, no, the Americans, they did that. Is they we should send them a bottle of vodka. They had fucking telescope. They watched from their government facilities. Even if we didn't land, it would have behooved them to be like, "No, it was fake. We're going. We're going. We'll make it." The Americans, they faked it, but even the Russians were like, "Nope. They got their shit. They beat us. Fuck. What can we do?" And those you go, "Oh well, it was all a conspiracy." Yeah, yeah. Like you want to deathly kill your neighbor, and your neighbor wants to kill you and all of your family, and you're just going to call your neighbor and go, "Hey, man, uh, uh I want everybody to think that we did this. So are you okay with that?" And your neighbor goes, "Oh yeah, no problem, man. I want to kill. Thanks a lot, man. I want to kill. All right, no problem, man. No problems. By the way, I'm still going to kill you." No, no, that's not how that shit works. You people are retarded. It's just like you people that believe in a flat earth, but then call your fucking you live on the west coast of the United States and call your family that lives on the east coast, and while the sun's out here, it's dark there. I just take a penny, put it on a fucking table, and take a flashlight and make it pretend it's the sun so it rises. As soon as light hits the penny, there's light all the way across the penny until you. So there would be no, oh, it's dark over there, but it's light over here because, yeah, the flashlight just can't get through the fucking mountains that are so fucking tall. No, no. The 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 face of a penny, like the Earth is smoother than a cue ball. A cue ball on a pool table, and that's pretty fucking smooth. A penny is not smooth at all. It's got all these rough edges and like the face of Lincoln just poking out of it, and light will touch every side of it. You constantly flat earthers debunk their own ideals and go, well, I guess I got to come at it in a different way because I just proved that the earth is round. We proved the earth was round thousands of years ago by digging a circular pit in the ground and watching how the shadows worked as the sun went overhead. We proved the earth was round by creating a fucking sundial to tell time. It's not fucking that difficult. But, believe what you want to believe. I just wanted to tell a little story about my childhood and debunk a couple of the stupidest conspiracy theories I've ever heard. Have a great night.